All right, everybody, welcome to another edition of the Armchair Football League Week 3 action. We have the Detroit Lions at 1-1, tied with the Green Bay Packers. Both sit one game back behind the Chicago Bears, going up against the 1-1 Baltimore Ravens. We're tied with the 1-1 Steelers, who both sit a game behind the 2-0 Cincinnati Bengals. Couldn't quite tell. It looks like some rain here. Not sure how much that will mess with both teams, but it's an opportunity for both teams to really prove their ability against a team that many expect will or at least could be in the playoffs. So the Lions are going to kick away first. The Ravens will return. Caught about the 8, returned out to the 28. So we get to see Lamar Jackson. And Lamar Jackson has not had nearly the history in the ACFL era as you would have anticipated given his prior NFL performance. The fake the jet sweep, pressure comes in and it nails him for a loss of 8. And a rough start here for the Baltimore Ravens. So 2nd and 18, ball at the 20. Lamar dumps it short, getting around the edge. He's got it. And a big gain all the way out to the 50. And that must have been Joe Mixon. Could have been a chain. Swung out there. I believe that was Andrews for a 3-yard gain. They will hand it off and stuffed. That'll leave him at 3rd and 8. So they're across the 50 now. Lions creeping up at the line of scrimmage. They send the blitz. It's blocked, but Lamar's pressured. He gets out of it, throws it deep, and it almost gets completed. But we will have a holding call against the Ravens. Don't think that's going to be accepted. It'll likely be declined and force them into 4th down, and it will. So the Ravens will punt. And it is not great, only out to the 27. As here comes Jared Goff. They will take over once again at the 27, 1st and 10, setting up in the I formation. They try to get around the edge, but they can't. And a good stop by Porter. That's going to leave them at 2nd and 10. Off back to pass, 4-man rush from the Lions. Good protection up front, and Goff finds his man downfield. And that is Isaiah Likely on the catch. And a big gain there for the Lions. Offensive line giving Jared Goff plenty of time to work. And he dices up the defense on that one. They will hand it off up the middle, breaks a tackle, and a big gain for Kenneth Walker all the way out to the 35. That's going to make it 1st and 10. 2 nice gains in a row for the Lions, puts them across midfield. 35 yards to the end zone. Goff will hand it off again. This run's going to get blown up. They'll get back to the line of scrimmage, though. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. Still 35 yards to go. Goff completes it out wide. Looks like it was to Likely again. Couldn't quite tell, but it's 3rd and inches. He couldn't quite get to the 1st down marker. And they're just going to sneak it. and they'll get the first down easily, and that'll put them at the 25, so right at the red zone. Lions doing a good job of moving the football on this opening drive for them. Goff will hand it off to Walker up the middle, and he rolls over the lineman from the Ravens to get an extra 2, maybe 3 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 3. And they have the tackle go in motion, setting up as another tight end. Right up the middle, he's going to walk right into the end zone. Touchdown. I don't think that was Kenneth Walker, though. I think that might have been, oh yeah, it was Kyle Monagai. Out of Rutgers, I believe. The rookie punches it in. And the extra point is good. So the Lions punch first. We'll see if the Ravens have a counter punch, but this is one of the issues with Lamar Jackson's over these past few seasons, really. They haven't been able to get the Lamar Jackson we expect. He hasn't quite put up astonishing numbers as far as memory serves anyway. 1st and 10, ball at their own 26. Lamar's just going to flip this out to Andrews. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. Lamar pump fakes, completes it short, and they'll get 8 on the play. That'll make it 3rd and 2. Lamar, they'll hand this off to the fullback, and they'll get it. Maybe 3 or 4 on the play. And it's Brevin Jordan. So a new set of downs here for the Ravens. They will hand it off, trying to get it up the middle, and he finds a lane, and he will get 10 yards out of it, but an injury timeout. Couldn't quite tell who that was. And they will do a read option to Lamar. They're going to pitch it, and it's just going to be blown up. Brevin Jordan could not get around the waiting arms of, I believe that's Jack Campbell. Yes, it is. So 2nd and 12, it's a loss of 2 on the play. And Lamar throwing it into traffic, and it's caught. Gain of 7. That'll make it 3rd and 5. Lions, looks like they're sending pressure again. Everybody at the line of scrimmage, they do. It gets through, forces Lamar out of the pocket. He gets around to the outside, and he's finally brought down. But he gets the first, gets it down to the 32. And that'll make it 1st and 10. So a good play by Lamar Jackson using his legs. Something that Madden seems to have a difficult time with. And they get it around the edge again. They'll get 9.5 yards to make it 2nd and inches. Ravens finding some success along that right edge. Lamar back to pass. Dances around in the pocket, has a man, and he almost had him. But a big play by, I'm going to guess it was Awuzie. He makes the tackle. We have a flag here, and it's going to be encroachment on 3rd and inches. And that's going to give the Ravens a new set of downs. Costly mistake potentially for the Lions. Lamar hands it off. They run it up the middle. They'll only get 2 on the play, so it's 2nd down and 8. 16 yards to go to the end zone. As the clock dwindles down here in the 1st quarter, below 5 seconds, we might get one more play off. Nope, they're just going to let this hit 0. So we'll go to the 2nd quarter. The Lions lead 7-0. The Ravens on the move, 16 yards out from a tie game. 10 minutes to the half, 2nd down and 8. Lamar back to pass. Throws over the middle, wide open, and that's a touchdown. Ladd McConkey. The formidable wide receiver duo for the Baltimore Ravens. Ladd McConkey and Marvin Harrison Jr. Two guys that should help Lamar get to where he wants to go statistically and should be around for a long time. Both two very impressive receivers. Ladd McConkey especially came on strong last season. So we're all tied up 3 seconds into the second quarter. The return out to the 29. So the Ravens did punch first, but the Ravens did counterpunch. So we'll see what the Lions can do to respond here. Off back to pass, pressure coming from around the edge, but they get the block, but he can't find a way around it. But we do have a flag on the Lions, and that's going to be holding. So the option of 1st and 20 or 2nd and 21? 2nd and 21. It's the easy choice. And it was Kyle Monagai, I believe. Goff swings it out. He's got some running room. And he will get back to the line of scrimmage plus a little bit more. He gets it to 3rd and 8. Apologies for the mispronunciations. 3rd and 8. Goff takes the snap, swings it out with pressure in his face, and that's not going to be enough for the first down. It's only going to get a yard. Humphrey with the big-time stop. And so the Ravens force a punt. Fourth and 7. The kick is away. It's deep. They'll be returning it from the 25. And they'll get it out to about the 34 before he's tackled. Ladd McConkey today, 2 targets, 2 catches for 19 yards, one of them being a touchdown. And Lamar will try to do it again. Play action, looking deep. He's got protection. He wants it all. He's got a man, and he's got him. He's going to walk into the end zone. An easy strike right on the first play of the drive. Cedric Wilson Jr. and the Ravens have taken a 14-7 lead. Inspired play calling by the Ravens. Aggressive. One play, 66 yards, 8 seconds. And the Lions will get the ball back very quickly, but down by 7 points. Here's the return, trying to get the edge, but it's closed off. So Goff will walk his offense out to the 26-yard line as they try to kickstart another drive that is hopefully better than the last one. 7:58 to play in the half. Man in motion, jet sweep. They break a tackle, they'll get 4 on the play. 2nd and 6, Isaiah Likely. Off out of the gun, takes the snap, hands it off. Walker can't quite break through, but he gets a few yards. Make it 3rd and 2. Big moment here for the Lions and the Ravens. Lions trying to get some momentum back. Ravens trying to keep momentum. They run the jet sweep again. And you can get away with it once, but not again that quickly. And it is blown up in the backfield, and the Lions will be forced to punt almost, I believe, from the exact same spot they had to punt from on the last drive. It was 4th and 4. Oh, he's going to get the block. Oh, he overran it. It looked for sure like we were going to get a blocked punt. But the punter, Jack Fox, held it a little longer than the Ravens special teamer wanted. Lamar forced out of the pocket. He's going to run with it. He's got room. He's going to get tackled for a gain of about 12, I believe, on the play. He will get it out to the 42. Might have been a gain of 13. Lining up in a run-heavy formation. 1st and 10. They will run it up the middle. Oh, he slips and falls. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. He was trying to break it outside. He slips and falls. Campbell is there for the stop. So 2nd and 13. Ball on their own 39. Lamar back to pass. It's a screen. He didn't catch it cleanly, but he's got plenty of blockers. He gets the first down. And you see Darasaw, I believe, just leveled somebody on the Lions defense. And that gives the Ravens a new set of downs. 1st and 10, they try to run this to the outside. He breaks free, and he's going to be finally tackled down at the 34. So another nice game for the Ravens. First and 10. Complete to Andrews. He gets around the edge, and he will break. Oh, he almost broke free. But he gets dragged down to the 6. I thought he might have a chance to pull away and walk into the end zone. But good job by the Lions defense to prolong this drive at least. 1st and goal from the 6. The Ravens marching now. The Lions send pressure, and it's a jump ball. And it's broken up in the corner of the end zone. Lions trying to send some pressure. 2nd and goal from the 6. Lamar takes a low snap, throws it behind Andrews, I believe. Could have been McConkey, but I think it was Andrews. And it's broken up. Dangerous throw there, 3rd and goal. Here comes pressure from the Lions. Lamar forced out of the pocket, tries to get around the edge, but he's going to be sacked for a loss on the play. And that'll make it 4th and goal, so the Ravens are going to have to settle for a field goal here. We approach the 3-minute mark. And we got a blocked field goal. The Lions will get it back. We almost had a blocked punt by the Ravens. And instead, we get a blocked field goal by the Lions. And just like that, the Lions have put themselves in great position. They will get the ball back to start the second half. So if they can score a touchdown here, or at least get 3, they have a chance to put themselves back in the lead. When we start the second half, they will try to sneak a run in. They'll only gain 2. This might be the final play. They will run it. Final play before the 2-minute warning. Trying to get to the outside. He makes a juke, and he does get the first down line. Might get one more play. I would take one more play if I were the Lions. They send them in motion, and they will not get the snap off. So that will be the 2-minute warning. A nice run there just before the 2-minute. Ball at the 27. So it'll be 73 yards to the end zone. They run it again right out of the 2-minute warning. I don't get that. They only get 2 yards. A little too conservative for me. They go right into the hurry-up offense. Goff back to pass. 4-man rush from the Ravens. Dumps it off over the middle. They get the first down and a few more. 1st and 10 out to the 41. Both teams have all 3 timeouts. Lions hurry up to the line of scrimmage. Goff back to pass. Steps up in the pocket, dumps it short again, takes the yards that the defense gives him, and that'll be 2nd and 1. We'll have a timeout by the Lions, 1:26 to play. They are right at midfield already. Goff's going to hand this one. So they take the timeout, they hand it off, they get the yards for the first down and more. They get it out to the 41, so a gain of 9 on the play, and they hurry up to the line of scrimmage. Trying to keep the Ravens unbalanced here. Back to pass, throws over the middle, almost had it, but it's broken up by Humphrey. So that'll stop the clock. It's 2nd and 10. 2 timeouts left for the Ravens, for the Lions, 3 for the Ravens. Goff back to pass again, throws it out wide, and Walker can't quite get the edge, and they'll take another timeout due to injury, though. And that's going to make it 3rd and 10. Goff back to pass. And pressure just got right in there. It looked like a screen where Goff just stood in the pocket. So the Ravens will get the ball back. The Lions are going to punt. This one will go to the 12-yard line. So 57 seconds, 3 timeouts. Ball at the 12. A lot of yards to go. But if they can just get 3, they'll put themselves ahead if the Lions score to open a half. They dump it off short and just pulls over the Lions linebacker. To get the first down out to the 23, they'll take their first timeout. And now they run the ball. And just the play calling is astounding. 2nd and 9, the clock will run. And now they'll take a timeout. They'll take their second one. 76 yards to go for a score. Lamar back to pass. Throws over the middle, and it's just dropped in his hands, and he dropped it. Might have been better, because now you get a chance for a longer play here, 3rd and 9. And they're just going to run a screen. And we will likely have a holding on Baltimore. Might have a block in the back. Nope, it will be called a hold. So this one's coming back. It's going to be 3rd and 19. So neither team really able to get something going here at the end of the half. Ravens will try it. He's got plenty of time. Pressure comes. He's just going to dump this off short. They were looking for a very long play. And I would have called a timeout if I were the Lions. At least get a chance for a bad punt, maybe a good return. Instead, we will go right into the half, and so now we will kick it off over to Steele, who will give you some second half, some halftime highlights. Steele, take it away. All right, and we're back. As the Ravens will kick off to open up the second half, the Lions will get the ball down 14-7. And it looked like a couple of times during that first half, both teams were looking to get some momentum going. And anytime they really started, it didn't really get taken away. They kind of both just took away from themselves. Lions try to even this game up. 1st and 10, ball to 24. Play action fake. Gets rid of it quickly. Short, and they get the first down line. Out to the 36, so a gain of 10 on the play. And they will run it this time. Breaks a tackle, but too many bodies there. And they only gain a yard. 2nd down and 9. Setting up in the I formation. They will pitch it to the outside. Does he get the edge? The block was not there, but he got the edge anyway. He got around it, and a big gain for Kenneth Walker. They cross midfield out to the 47. It's probably a gain of about 15 maybe on the play, but this one's going to get blown up. He was just waiting there in the backfield as soon as the handoff was there. 2nd and 10. They will run it again. He gets through a seam, but we're going to have a penalty here on the Lions. This one's coming back, a block in the back. Tip Raymond, so it'll make it 2nd and 14. Not as bad as a hold, but still pulls them back to the 50-yard line, maybe a little bit past it, over the middle, and he sails it over his head. A little mistimed pass or route there. That'll make it 3rd and 14, and that penalty may have stalled this drive. Goff, plenty of time, looking long, has a man, and he overthrows him. He had a man wide open. They would have had the first down plus a good bit more, especially if he could break a tackle. Instead, they're going to punt. And this one will be caught at the 16-yard line. So the trend continues here in the second half. Both teams just unable to really put their foot down on the pedal. And Lamar's just going to run this right up the middle. Gain a 9 on the play. Out to the 25. 2nd and 1. And they will do a read option. Lamar keeps it, but he gets tackled behind the line of scrimmage. So they make it 3rd and 2. Lions creeping up to the line of scrimmage. They like to send the blitz here so far. Twice on third down, they've sent the blitz. And they do this time, but it's bottled up. And the Ravens run it right up the middle for a first down. They run it again right up the middle. Nobody there. And a huge gain out to the 48-yard line. Both teams running the ball quite a bit here in this one. The rain might have something to do with that. Lamar back to pass, throws over the middle. It's caught, and he rolls over. The Lions, I believe, couldn't tell if it was a linebacker, probably a corner. But they get the first down out to the 40-yard line. Lamar's going to hand this one off right up the middle. Nobody there again, and a spin move. It's an extra yard or two after the first down line. Ball to 29. Ravens are marching. Lamar fakes the handoff, but he slips in the backfield, and he's going to be taken down. Loss of 3 on the play. He tried to roll out. He had plenty of room to run. Couldn't tell if there were any receivers open downfield, but man, he had a lot of time to run. And he just slipped and fell. Lamar steps up in the pocket. He's going to take off and run here. He's got a blocker in front of him, makes a juke, and then he fumbles the ball. The Lions pick it up. He gets around the edge. He's got room to run. He's got daylight. He's going to take it all the way. 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown, and the Lions have tied it. What a turn. Chidobe Awuzie is there for the scoop and score. Lamar made a juke. He's not down. That's a fumble. There will be no review, and the Lions will tie the game. And after the slip, reasonable to say that maybe the grip on the ball made it tough for Lamar to hold on to it, but still, tough break for the Ravens. They'll try to answer back now. They had momentum on that last drive. They have to take that fumble, and they have to say that didn't bother them. Lamar, 12 of 17 for 209 with 2 touchdowns today through the air. They've done a good job of moving the ball, but once again, every time these teams seem to grab some momentum, they do something to shoot themselves in the foot. The Ravens will run it here. He gets to the outside. He's got plenty of room to run. Here you go. And he gets taken down across the 50 out to the 36. And that's a big way to start the drive. Huge. 3 minutes to play in the third. The Ravens get across the 50. Lamar steps up in the pocket, throws, caught, gains 5 on the play. Couldn't quite lead him to get more than that. 2nd and 5. They run it up the middle. He slips and falls. He still gains his feet. And he'll get down to the 28, 3rd and 2. Lions don't send the pressure. They run it. Ravens run it again. They get to the outside. And along that right edge. They did it earlier in the game. And they're going back to it here. Both of the big run and that one along the right edge. They try to attack it again. This time it's bottled up. That's going to make it 2nd and 11. You're right around where Lamar tried to run it and fumbled on the last drive. Lamar back to pass here, throws, caught by Andrews. He will not get the first down line. It'll be 3rd and 3. Ball at the 10-yard line. Under a minute to play in the third. Lamar gets it to the outside, and we're going to have a penalty. This one's coming back. It would have been a touchdown for the Ravens, but it's going to be a holding or a block in the back. The holding will be killer, and it's going to be a hold. So once again, this will make it 3rd and 13. This is what I mean, shooting themselves in the foot. 3rd and 13, ball at the 20. Lamar back to pass. Pressure comes. Hutchinson almost with the sack. Lamar got around it, but then it is on Wuzurike, I believe, who came in for the cleanup. And the Ravens will have to settle for a field goal. Lions will get the ball back. One more play, really, before the quarter turns over. So the 4th and final. 5 seconds to play in the 3rd. They will run to the outside. He's got a blocker. He cuts it back inside, and he gets the 1st down and a little bit more. So the Lions are going to start with the ball in their own 38, down by 3, as we head to the 4th and final quarter. Lamar Jackson had the huge touchdown pass to Cedric Wilson, but he also fumbled to give the Lions a touchdown. Lions will run it up the middle. Big gain again. It's about 14 maybe, all the way out to the 50. So the market is, I believe, 12 because they're on their own 38, I believe. 1st and 10, ball in the 50. High snap. They try to run it up the middle and it bottle up. They lose 2 on the play. 2nd and 12. They will try to run it again. He tries to get to the outside. He slips and falls, and he'll lose a yard on the play. So on 2nd and 12, the Lions try to sneak a run in, and it just doesn't work. Even if he didn't slip, it was most likely going to be bottled up. And now it's 3rd and 13. Goff back to pass out of the single back. Pressure coming, and he just throws this away. So the Ravens defense comes through, forces the Lions to punt again. This kick will go to the 13, where it is fair caught, as the Ravens try to gain a little bit more momentum here. They're going to pitch this to the outside. They've got the blockers. He got the lane, and he's going to break free for a big gain, but finally brought down at the 38. The Ravens doing an excellent job in this game of running the football. Lions have been too, actually. They will run it again, the Ravens, but it'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. He broke 1 tackle, but couldn't get past the 2nd. 7:20 to play in the 4th. Ravens lead by 3, 2nd and 10 from their own 38. Lamar back to pass, 4-man rush from the Lions, throws over the middle, and it was a little high for Andrews to corral it cleanly, and he's going to be tackled. Gain of 3 on the play, 3rd and 7. Lions send the blitz from the secondary over the middle to Andrews, dumping it off short. They get the 1st down, plus a little extra. They cross the 50, ball at the Detroit 48. Approaching the 6-minute mark, Lamar hands it off, and we will have a penalty on the Ravens. Holding, so that's going to make it 1st and 20 from their own 42. Ravens going to try to get the yardage back. Lamar back to pass, dumps it short, and he can't break free of the tackle. They'll get 1 yard on the play, so 2nd and 19. They will hand it off, and they'll only get 4 on the play. So a 3rd and long here for the Ravens. 3rd and 15 from their own 47. 1st down line is in sight. It's on the screen. Lamar back to pass. He's looking for it. He's going to throw it up long. And it's incomplete, but a penalty on the Lions. Roughing the passer. And a huge break for the Ravens. That's going to give them an automatic 1st down, put them at the Lions 38. A huge break for the Ravens. They are now in field goal range. They will hand it off. Dancing around, he gets leveled, but a gain of 4 on the play. 2nd and 6. Lamar. They do a read option, and he's going to lose yardage on the play. It's going to be tackled back at the 39, so it'll be 3rd and 11. .4:23 to play in the 4th. Lions trail by 3. Ravens have it 3rd and 11 at the Detroit 39. Lamar takes the snap. Forced out of the pocket. He's going to run for it, and he almost got the first down line, but he tried to get a little extra, and he walks into Jack Campbell. 4th and 1. They're going to take the field goal. Just try to put points on the board, make this a full one-possession game. And the kick is good, so it's 20-14. So what I mean by full possession is the Lions now need a touchdown to at least tie the game. A field goal won't do it. 3:47 to play. You'll have at most 2 chances to do it. And they'll start with the ball on their own 25. 75 yards, 3:43 to play, down by 6. Both teams 3 timeouts. Goff back to pass. Looks over the middle, caught. He'll gain 8. 2nd and 2. 3:15 to play. Goff sets his offense, hands it off on a draw play, and they will lose yards. 3rd and 3. They'll lose 1 to be specific. Yetur Gross-Matos on the tackle. 2:42 to play. Back to pass is Goff. A deep drop back. Steps up in the pocket, and he walks into a sack. And that's going to make it 4th and 9 now. And they're going to go for it. And if you miss this, this game is over, as the Lions will be in field goal range. Goff back to pass. Time to throw. Pressure comes, and they get it. They get the first down and more. Out to the 50. He dumped it off. They caught the edge, and they get a big gain. And that almost brought us to the 2-minute warning, but because of the injury timeout for the Ravens, the clock stops. So they'll get one more play off. They'll try to sneak a run, and they'll get 3 yards. So 1:57 to play. 45 yards to go to the end zone. 2nd and 7. They've got all 3 timeouts. They will run it again. He gets to the edge, and he makes a nice little move, but he gets stopped just before the first down line. 3rd and 1. Clock is running below 1:40. Goff hands it off, and it's going to be blown up. And the Ravens take a timeout for injury. That helps the Lions a little bit. Stops the clock. They are out of field goal range. It's 4th and 4. Goff, plenty of time to throw. Throws it over the middle, and it's caught. First down. And the Lions will take a timeout with 1:29 to play. Ball at the 27. 1:29 to play, 1st and 10. Lions will run it. They try to get the edge. They won't. They'll only gain 2, and they'll take a timeout. And you still might not get this. I wouldn't burn all these timeouts right here. 2nd and 8. They'll run it again. And they only get 2. 3rd and 6. Have to pass it here. They hurry up to the line of scrimmage. Quick throw. They get the first down. He breaks a tackle. And he will stay in bounds. And he looked like he was trying to get to the sidelines. But staying in bounds is probably a good thing. Try to keep time off the clock for the Ravens. They will try to run it again. And they only get 2. They'll take their final timeout. 12 yards to go. They can get a first down, but there's 36 seconds to play. It's 2nd and 8. Goff back to pass. Throws. It's caught. Gain of 3 on the play. 3rd and 5. 8 yards to go for the touchdown. 5 for the first down. Under 30 seconds to play. Goff back to pass. No timeouts left. Throws. Caught. First down. He's going to be tackled. Under 20 seconds to play. 1st and goal. They'll hurry up to the line of scrimmage. They're going to spike this, it looks like. And they do. 11 seconds to play. 2nd and goal. Ball at the 2. Down by 6. No timeouts left. Can't take a sack. Goff back to pass. Throws at his feet. He had a chance at him, but he didn't give the receiver a chance to make the play. Just dirted it. 7 seconds left. 3rd and goal. Goff back to pass. Penalty on the Lions. And I don't know where he was throwing that. That could have been intercepted, but it's going to be a holding. And that's going to make it 3rd and goal from, no. They're going to not take the yards. It's going to be 4th and goal from the 2. There's only 3 seconds left. Goff back to pass. Pressure coming, and he will be sacked, and that's the ball game. He doesn't even get it into the end zone to give somebody a chance, and the Ravens will hold on to victory. 20-14. Lamar, a good day through the air, 237 yards, 73% completion percentage, 2 touchdowns. Kenneth Walker, a good day. You look at the sacks. But that'll do it. A game where both teams tried to shoot themselves in the foot multiple times, but it's the Ravens who hold on to victory. And the Ravens now move to 2-1. And the Lions fall to 1-2.